Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Waalaikumsalam.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, so today our group will present on the topic AI for pronunciation in English language learning. So my name is Berliana Astrid. I am as a moderator and as a second material for topic example and implementation AI for pronunciation. And then there's Nurhayani Kencana Manik as,
As a first speaker,
and then there's a third is the third is Salma Aisyi
as third speaker,
and then the last one there's is Melani Yuliastuti as
last speaker.
so we will continue with the section on the concept AI, limitation and conclusion. So we hope this presentation will give you useful insight about how AI can support pronunciation learning. Okay, the first material will be delivered by Nurhayani and Manik.
next slide please. Okay guys, now I will explain about concept of AI in pronunciation. For the first is the definition. According to Vancouver 2023, artificial intelligence is assumed that simulates human intelligence through methods like machine learning and natural language processing. In a simple terms, AI can analyze how we commit to correct model and then give us in feedback. This is very useful for learners who need continuous practice without always depending on teacher. And the second one is the function. AI in pronunciation is the function. AI in pronunciation training serves multiple function. It provides instant and personalized feedback, something that traditional classroom often struggle with due to time limits. It also allows unlimited practice opportunities and adapt to each learner's proficiency level. In addition, AI reduces learners' anxiety because they can practice with an intelligent system rather than in front of peers or teachers. Moreover, it helps teacher by automating errors correction and allowing them to focus on facilitating rather than drilling. And the last one is the goals. The main goals of using AI in pronunciation are to improve learners' accuracy, intelligibility, and fluency. While native-like pronunciation may not be realistic for all learners, AI tools help them achieve comprehensibility so that they can be easily understood by others. Another important goal is to increase learner motivation and confidence. Research show that tools like Duolingo, Busuu, Alexa, and also Speak can effectively motivate learners and enhance their autonomy in pronunciation practice. So, guys, to give a simple example, when a learner mispronounces a word, an AI-powered application like Duolingo can immediately correct them and provide a change to repeat. Intelligent assistants such as Alexa or Google Assistant can also serve as conversation partners, offering real-world practice in spoken interaction. Okay, that's all from me. The next material will be delivered by Berliana. Time is yours.
So okay, wait. I have a little bit like wait, wait. So, okay, for the next material is me. I am Beryl. So, after we discuss what AI is and why it is important, now let's move to the example and implementation of using AI for pronunciation learning. So in here, I will explain a little bit into several points. The first one is in Danish study 2024, the AI tool used was speaking. This application allows students to record their voice and compare them with native speakers and receive instant individualized feedback. And then it is designed to help learners notice their errors and practice until they improve. And then the second one is the implementation follow a clear structure. The students were first trained to use the app, and then they took the pretest. After that, they practiced 3 times a week for about 15 or 20 minutes per session. And then there's activity included recording sentence, shadowing native speakers, and receiving correction from the app. At the end, a post test and a survey were conducted. And then the third is the outcomes were very positive. The average pronunciation score increased from 6.40 to 30.20, and the speaking score rose from 3.28 and to 7.12. In addition, 18% of students strongly agree that the program improved their pronunciation and helped them build vocabulary. And the fourth is the last one is there were also practical activities in the classroom. For the example is practicing minimal pairs such as sheep versus sheep to identify sound difference. And shadowing exercise is where students repeat after native speakers while monitoring intonation and the rhythm. And the last is short dialogue recordings where pairs of students practice conversation and receive feedback instantly. In the short, these examples show how AI can be applied step by step in pronunciation training from structure, practice to measurable outcome. So maybe that's it. The next material will be delivered by Salma Rohadatul Aisyi.
Okay, thank you, Beryl. So, hello guys, I'm Salma Rohadatul Aisyi, and let's move to the next explanation. That is advantages of using AI in pronunciation. I will explain this into several points. According to Sain and Kobar 2023, AI tools such as text-to-speech software can significantly improve students' pronunciation. Similarly, Utami 2023 highlights that mobile applications like Google Read Along provide useful support for learners to practice their speaking and receive feedback. In addition, Young and You 2020 explained that I can give real-time feedback, which help learners notice their mistakes immediately and acquire more native-like pronunciation faster. So AI also offers adaptive learning through automated pronunciation assessment models that provide multifaceted feedback, making the practice more personalized. Moreover, Berliana 2020 found that AI tools are very beneficial for English for specific purposes learners. For example, novice new readers who need clear and professional pronunciation. Another advantage is accessibility. Helmi 2023 report that the Google Read Along application can even assist learners with dyslexia by providing speech recognition-based feedback. AI is also helpful in creating more engaging and motivating learning experiences. Students became more active, enjoyed practicing pronunciation, and were motivated to continue learning with AI-powered applications. In addition, AI chatbots can be used to practice real-life conversations, which improves not only pronunciation but also fluency, creativity, and confidence. from the teacher's perspective, Jafar and Hamida 2024 explained that AI can reduce the workload by handling repetitive pronunciation corrections, giving teachers more time to focus on other tasks. So we can see that AI pronunciation tools bring many advantages, such as improving accuracy, giving real-time feedback, supporting personalized learning, helping special needs learners, motivating students, and even reducing teachers' workload. That's all from me. I give it back to Berliana as moderator. Thank you.
Okay, so the last material will be delivered by Melani, Astrid.
Okay, thank you so much, Beryl, for my study first. So, guys, this is Mel here. After we heard about several concepts, implications, until the advantages of using an AI pronunciations, we still know that this can be really impactful for our daily practice, but also it can be give a limitations. So here I will tell you about some several limitations of the problems in AI using in pronunciation especially. So we know that this AI's media is very high level and very more user in this recently generations. So maybe the first one is about AI system are highly dependent or on the manual annotations. Because we know AI has several manual annotations in their systems. So in CAPT systems, linguistic need to label data for the training. So this process of the training is not only time consuming but also requires expert knowledge, which is its limits scalability. So we cannot dependence or independence or this medias. And the second one is the accuracy of the pronouns. It's still limited because most models in the AI system of the pronunciations produce is can only tell whether a sound is correct or incorrect. As you can see in the several video on the YouTube or Reels or even on the TikTok, it's only used like, is it correct? No, or yeah, or incorrect. So perhaps how severe the error is. However, they don't provide the detailed feedback on how the learners can improving their pronunciations. Especially, we need the tutors who really can't give the feedback or the error connections, the error mistakes of our pronunciations. And also, the accuracy of the models of the AI, it's very sensitive to the variations of speech because we know there are several accents in the world, especially like three huge of the accents like American, British, or even Australian. But since they rely on the standard pronunciation norms, these AIs can the learners with different accents or dialect may be judged unfairly because we don't know what is the accents that we use in that pronunciation, or even the AI maybe will not know about why the learners what is the learner's background of their accent. So maybe I think it can be not unfairly for checking the pronunciation, especially the mistakes. And yeah, maybe it can be even when their speech is understandable because we know that one of the purpose in pronunciation maybe can be it's about speaking, and in speaking even if we are easily understanding, yeah, it's reliable on the communicating, but maybe in the pronunciation we have to uh give it the rules, some of the rules. And about the linguistic aspect, I think it's still incomplete in the AI's media because the current system focus mainly on the phonemes, the speed, and sometimes the semantics, but they do not fully cover how suprasegmental features such as like annotations, stress words, and rhythm, which is a very important or very uh, essential essential in the natural communications, I think. And of course, the bias in training data is a serious issue because if the speech data do not represent from the diverse language backgrounds, the system might perform poorly for these groups, especially of checking the pronunciations. And the sixth, AI still lack a deep understanding of the context, we know, because unlike a human teachers, AI cannot always grasp the social, the cultural, or even the situational nuance behind language use. So, as a result, learner may can miss out on the important pragmatic aspect on their communications. And maybe the last is about the privacy and security concern. We also know that there's several problems that we can found on the AI is about the security on the privacy on the users. So AI system, we know that they require a large amount of the personal data, including like a voice recording because we are learning about pronunciation, and then since voice is considered biometric data, so it raises risk of data measures of flake if not properly protected. Maybe our sound, our voice, it can be used in others legal or even in deep L websites. So, in short, while AI is offers promising tools, lot of several advantages for pronunciation learning, this um seven the seven limitations remind us that it should be used as the complement, not independently, but a complement. It's just a help side for our practice, and yeah, not a complete replacement for a human instruction because we also need about a teacher's a real life teacher for teaching us about pronunciations. Okay, maybe that's all for me. Thank you for listening, and I'm giving back to Beryl.
So, okay, guys, we can conclude that the artificial intelligence really has a big impact on pronunciation learning. So, AI can analyze our speech, give us instant feedback, and help us practice anytime without always depending on teacher. The main goals are to improve accuracy, fluency, and the intelligibility, but also to make learners more confident and motivated. AI clearly brings many advantages such as adaptability, accessibility, motivation, and efficiency. But of course, it also has some limitation. It is still struggle with limitation feedback for the accuracy of phonemes, accent, context, and suprasegmental features like international and stress. There are also concerns about bias in the data sets and the security of learning voice data. So the best way is use AI as support, not a total replacement for teacher. With the right balance between technology and human guidance, AI can make pronunciation learning more effective, engaging, and accessible for everyone. Okay, thank you. Maybe that's it for our presentation. So, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, share.
wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, everyone.